the Texas State Bobcats and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Texas State head coach before the game. There's always different motivations in the game, and bringing your team here against an SEC opponent, there's a lot on the table. Guys who may have been overlooked, under-recruited, chip on their shoulder. This group of 6 team always wants to compete against the bigger, more powerful schools. But you don't want to do too well. What if they steal your guys in the transfer portal? Coach says he's not worried about that. He just wants his guys to be the best version of themselves today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Texas State's offense will have the football first. And here comes Arch Manning, one of the top quarterbacks in this class, taking over this offense. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Now here's Manning. He fires one deep down the right side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line. Manning with the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical.
Leaping grab for a big gain. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do, but look at this. This offense, they ain't...
Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Texas State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Tennessee's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here's the always dangerous Mike Matthews. He'll be trying to impact this game and get his senior season off to a great start. Tavian St. Clair. Fires complete on the crosser. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Tight end now in motion. They go play action with St. Clair. Using the quick game. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Breaks into the open. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Vols will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback's got the first. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Play action, here's Manning. Hauls it in. Makes the grab in their space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Grabs it in the middle. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy.
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Tavian on the play action. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's down short of the line to gain. It'll bring up a 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to get it to the marker. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 78 yards down the field, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Makes it past the marker. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line gets set, 1st down. Motion from the wideout. This is a designed run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. Throwing Manning. Got his man. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Howie Rowe will give us an update on his condition. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. They send the tight end in motion. Reads it, fires complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
On the ground, it's Jackson. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To throw, Manning. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal with the 1. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. And lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Pulls it again on the option. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Volunteers in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Working the middle, it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. And we'll stop play right now. We have an injury timeout. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Oh, he got loose. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Snags it, and he's open.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Up-tempo for the offense.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. St. Clair. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The run inside. It's Jackson. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Still on his feet at the 35. Turns it on at midfield. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
That was way too easy. Defense is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let him run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Going downfield for the big play. Makes a deep grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Here's Manning to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Back to pass, it's Manning. Incomplete, he was going for the touchdown.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Touchdown, Bobcats. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. On the move from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Utah, taking on the #1 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Utes, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. game inside Neyland Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Texas State's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go. Ready, go. Go.
Throwing, St. Clair. Sets up the screen. Oh, what a cut! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Escapes the sack. Throws for the tight end. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. The RPO, it's complete. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Arch is going to throw for it. It's complete to the left. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's a really good play by this defense, because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Third down from the gun, Manning. A strike downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Bobcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Manning unloads to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Gordon. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Texas State. A pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Again, it's St. Clair. Quickly complete. Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Keeps it himself. Might have a chance. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the right side. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Volunteers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown ball! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Pryor. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here.
There's some room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Off play action on first down. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Off the play fake. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Finding some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Bobcats moving quickly to the line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He wants to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Wants to go right back downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. Runs through a tackle. Makes a grab and room to run. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature.
Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He'll try it again. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got his man on the right. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Bobcats trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And what a performance in this game by the quarterback. I know there were not a lot of people that even gave this team a chance considering who they were playing, but this quarterback blocked out all the noise, David. He told us leading into this one, he felt confident in their offense's ability to score points, and he has proved all the doubters wrong.
Yeah, and confident is one thing, but to do it against a top 10 team, you're a massive underdog. Like, no one was confident except for him. He carried this team, played so well, and because he believed, they were able to pull the big upset today.
Here's Hardy to begin the drive. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
This has been a